we should be live. All right, here's what we're looking at doing today. We've got a couple incredibly grindy things that we've got to do. We need to set up automation for ours. And I think in order to do that, it's going to require several routers and several sets of these enchanting setups. With our, what was the pedestal? The imbuement chamber. We're going to set it there. So we got to figure out how we want to automate this so that we can make, specifically what we're trying to make is the alloy. This guy. But in order to do that, we need to automate the water essence, the air essence, earth, and the fire essence. Those things all have to be automated, which is going to be kind of a pain. But I think we can do it. Each one of those things is just 4 items, and so theoretically with 5 routers and a setup like this, I can see why I took that off. And we're going to put the enchanting setup back here. What was that thing called? That guy. Put it back here for now. And we are going to make, I guess, 3 pedestals, another one of the arcane cores. Arcane 4. That guy. I guess we can make a pattern for it. Not necessarily what I was intending to do. But it looks like since we're doing a lot of this, we might as well. Source stone. Why not just show how to make the source stone? There it goes. That's what we want. On the wrong page. All right, so now we should be able to make one of those. And ooh, didn't mean to do that. Forgot that mines so much. Put it right here. Then on top of it, we're going to put our imbuement chamber. We need 3 arcane pedestals. These guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn that into a pattern. Tell it to make me 2 of those. And then theoretically, I think I should be close enough to the source jars. Maybe that one. You don't need... Oh, you don't need the... Gotcha. Okay. I haven't actually messed with them, so this is kind of just what I was assuming I would need. You just need the pedestals in the imbuement chamber. And then I think we're going to go with routers. Gotcha. Okay, good to know. Modular routers. I don't have that either. Where's router? There it is. All right. We're going to set that one up. Arcane core is only used for the enchanting apparatus. Gotcha. I don't know why I assumed that the setup for all of those would be the exact same. Could make me 8. And here's what we're going to do. That one's fine. This one's probably going to take a little bit of work. But that should be all we need for it. And then we'll have to do the other one later. But we're going to set up an IMI pattern provider. Right there. With a chest. Thank you guys for the subscriptions. And then it only speeds up the process. Got it. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So we're going to put that there so everything goes into it. And then we need item pipes. And a pipe wrench. With a lot of these upgrades. Actually, let's just turn all these into the top tier ones because I can. Hey, what's up? How's it going? And we'll bring those with us. Basically, all we should need is the middle one there to pull everything back. Right? Maybe? And then this guy here, but it needs to be separated from that. That would be ender gates. From my experience, at least. Certainly seems to be the best way to do that. I have an ender cell set up with like 1 trillion FE, so just a bunch of batteries put in there. And then whenever I need power for something, I just run... Where's it at? There's an ender gate here somewhere. Maybe back there. But I just plug an ender gate in. I don't know why I can't see it. I could have sworn I put it on there. But I just plug an ender gate into it and it works perfectly. With the essence, you only need to insert the source gem. Okay, so what about all the other things it needs? Don't they have to go on the pedestals? That's kind of what this setup's for. Is so that I can take all 4 of the items, put the source gem in there, the other 3 items on here. What do you do with the other items then? Oh, they don't get consumed? Oh. Do they still have to go on the pedestals though? See, this is why I'm glad somebody's here to help. Ender gates are not good enough for pick moving. What do you need that much power for? Got it. Okay, so I can just have a bunch of these setups. Ooh, okay. So much for all this. Get back. Just storing for later. I don't know. So ender gates are basically the fastest way I found to wirelessly do it. Maybe you can find a faster way. But I'm not sure really what the justification for that would be. All right, so just so we're on the same page, hypothetically, I take one of these, I've got my 3 arcane pedestals. And this guy. Nope, not those. That one. I put him there. Say I want to make air essence. Air. Not typing. He's applied flux to transfer. Is flux power in here? Or is applied flux different? It's probably different. So feather, arrow, Wilden. So arrow. Feather. That. Nope. That. And then now all I have to do is push the source gem into the middle, right? And then it makes a thing. I think. We're gonna jump down here. Gonna run. Okay, all right. ME. Glass cables. Plug that in there. And then we're gonna do an import bus. Right there. With acceleration cards. And then best for huge power transfer. The only ones I've been using is the ultimate universal cables, but I know those have a max and you're probably going to hit whatever it is. Yeah, 3.27 ME per tick, FE per tick, whatever, million FE. So I wanted to get an air essence first. So I'm gonna break this. Then I want to create a pattern for air essence. I would like to get rid of all 3 of those things. I don't have any patterns. There we go. So theoretically, that should work, right? So if I go in here now, air essence, say 1. Theoretically, this should be working. Is it not working quickly because the source is all the way over here? See. Yep, got it. Okay. All right. But if I shove that right there, a little bit quicker. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, okay, all right. That's easy. So now I just need my cables again. And then the import bus with that in it. Grab the air essence. Import bus Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be kind of difficult to automate all this, but it seems like it might be a little easier than expected. So now if I tell this thing, what sources left? 82% full. I need to make some more of these, the ender source jars, so they can all just be connected. But actually I can make it with the one that's right there. Air. If I say make 10 of these, it'll just go through and make them, right? All right, well, heck yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. Yeah, and I'll just pull it through and put the next one in. Do not push crafting, pattern input. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna empty this one out just so we don't waste it. And then we're gonna turn it as well as probably like 3 others into ender source jars, because our ender source jar is filled up from our mystical agriculture farm and basically stays at 100% all the time. Instantly. All right, pick that guy up. So for the ender source jar, you need a normal source jar, 4 popped chorus, 4 ender pearls. So I can make 3 of them. And then source jar. Throw that in here, and then I want 2 more. All right. And I gotta go pop all the coarse fruit. Hate that. I should try to craft a dying Igor. I don't know what that is. Into the applied source mod or whatever it is, so you can store it and use it from your note. Okay, I could. I thought about doing that. However, I just didn't end up doing it because I don't think I'm gonna need that much of it. Let me grab all that popped coarse fruit out of here. At least I hope I don't need that much of it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. And then we throw that guy in the middle. Let it do its thing. There's one. I'm gonna be careful because I don't want to throw any of the ender pearls. I feel like that would be a waste. All right, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw that guy in there. And then all we're going to do with these is basically just set them next to the imbuement chambers. Hopefully close enough to several of them, so that way we just don't have to worry about the timing for it as much. Source. Ender source jars. Because they should stay 100% full all the time. Break it here. Make sure we got something there. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. What I would like to do next is grab an ME pattern provider, which are all in my inventory. I'm going to set it right there. Is it going to take any pedestals that are within 3 blocks? Do I need to make these further away? Imbuement. I didn't set up a pattern for it. That guy. Imbuement chamber. So for the others, we're going to need 3 more of these. And probably several more pedestals. For each. I'm making the source stone. Or it's just having to make more gems first. Just throw a lapis in there, and then this should only pull in. Maybe it's not. Oh, so the stuff is too. Is this one too close to it then? I think I may have to move some stuff a little further away. Which makes sense, I guess. Don't know which direction I want to move it now. So this one should be fine because there's no pedestal. Those pedestals are far enough away. And if I go to right here, that would be okay as well. I didn't put it in my inventory. All right, so we're going to want that one with the imbuement chamber on top. And then we run that up with, once again, the thing I didn't put in our inventory, our import bus. Right there. And we need to grab a source gem. I guess we really just legitimately don't have. You're probably right. Oh, I gotta break that. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep pulling lapis in. But I like having the ability to auto-craft everything using this, because I've done most everything else. Like, there were some things I couldn't do this with, but most everything else I did. Hey, how's it going? So I need that now. Source gem, import bus. All right, so throw that down. Import bus, acceleration, source, lapis. And then I throw that back in there. And I do that. Not much. We are going through and we're trying to automate everything for the all mods alloys. We got 2 out of the 3 done. And we're working on the 3rd right now. But it requires a lot of R's stuff. And I'm learning a lot. at very slow speeds. So all we have to do here is once again put the 3 around it. It's because of... I have my wireless universal terminal set up where it also allows me to just access everything. I'm not really holding that. I'm actually only holding 32. It just shows that on my hotbar. Going well. How are y'all? Gonna break that one, and this is the one we're gonna put the import bus on. And the import bus is going to be just for, I guess, whatever the next one is we're gonna make. Yeah, it's basically just like a restock upgrade kind of thing. I'm gonna need 3 more. Let's get them made. Yeah, it's just a setting in the terminal. I prefer it. It's easier that way. Oh, I can't have it for right now though, because I gotta make one of whatever it is first so I can set up the filtering. So we did air essence. Or the other ones, we needed 2 water. The water bucket, kelp, and snow block. No, I don't. What are they? Water bucket, snow block, and kelp, and assembler matrix and quantum. I have the quantum crafter. Yeah, I've got the quantum crafter, and it's running through some basic stuff for me. It's incredible how quickly they go. Help. These should be all of it. Oh, quantum computer. Yeah. I gotcha. Multi-block. I'm there now. So there's that. So I put a source gem in here. It makes the thing. Should actually be able to put 2 of those nearby. And then we got water essence automated-ish. So let me go grab it out real quick. It's going to be what we use to filter this. There you go. And then add the acceleration cards. And then I need to make the pattern for it. Weird purple looking thing. That guy. But I gotta go to the pattern thing first. Where's it at? There we go. That, and then I don't need any of those things. Pattern. I suggest you do the assembler matrix ASAP. It's not that expensive. Significant pattern storage. It's big. You know what? I will probably do that. Making the 7x7x7 is not that big of a deal. Gotcha. This is what I have right now. I've got all the extended pattern providers. And it's all just hooked up. And to be honest, I set this up early on with the normal ones and then made the extended ones. And then I just haven't bothered to change it since. It's kind of just been there working. And like I have a lot of pattern storage. Like we're not maxed out in any way yet. But I can definitely see how there is room for improvement. And I know some of the advanced AE stuff is really strong. All right, let's double check. Like 4 water essence. Create the mate. Okay, all right. We'll put that on the list. We'll put that on the list. All right, those two are automated. How crammed do I want this to be? I think we're gonna put the other two like here and here. Question becomes, do I have the channels for that? And honestly, I'm not sure. Like, I know I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll probably have enough for one, but maybe not both. Because all of it's running off of that right there. What are we at total on this? 22? Here's what we're gonna do. What are those called? Dense? Dense smart cables. Yeah, that's what I want to make. Did I want to make patterns for those? Dense smart cable. That one. Covered cable. And that one I do have a pattern for. Perfect. We were close. We'll throw those two in there. I have restarted on ATM10 doing a series as well. Finally having AE is just pure joy. I heard about the void cell. I think I've heard about it. I don't think I've done anything with it though. It's cheap. What does it do? Give me like 20 of those. And then we're going to use these. We're going to use the dense smart cables and we're going to run them over in lieu of these. At least to right here. It's insane for making singularities. See, I've got this really dumb setup that I saw, what's his face do? Chosen? Where I have a water bucket, not a water bucket, tank, directly into here. And it just makes me singularities all the time. But the voids, is that like any number of one item? Is that what that is? That's a lot of singularities. Void. Said void cell. This guy. I've got enough auto crafting where that should be pretty easy. How many singularities am I realistically going to need, though? That's the question. Because I have some. Yeah, I've got infinite water. Yep. All right, so that should be good there. Let's patch up the floor. And now I should have enough channels available on the other side to be able to run all of my ME cable for both of these. There. Actually, not those. Because a pattern provider sit on top of those. And then the ones here and here do need it to come up. And then those will be our imports. And then I need 6 pedestals. You select an item that you have millions of and don't need. partition it on singularity mode. Oh, and it just makes them. Okay, so then the question is, what do I need all those singularities for? Is there something on the quantum side of advanced AE that I'm actually going to need all that for? Or is it more just like a fun to do because you can kind of thing? Ors. I need 6 of those. To check the recipe for the quantum computer core. Oh, so this is a multi-block. So yeah, I mean, you do need some singularities. But do we need thousands of them? You know what? Do it because you can, right? Let's do here. Void cell. What all do I have for auto crafting setup? Those things. I got both those. I'll have that. Amethyst shards. Do I have amethyst essence? I don't know. It feels like a weird thing for me to have, but I might. No, but it's cool. Okay, all right. As long as we're on the same page. Grab an extended IO port. This guy? Pattern encoding. I should have all those patterns except the normal one. We can set up pretty easily. So this pattern goes in there. This pattern goes in here. I don't need this pattern anymore. All right, so I should be able to... Did I not make the one for the actual void cell? I got one of those. Void. Typing with one hand is kind of difficult. I didn't make the actual one. Got it. Okay. So here. I think I may be missing the essence for amethyst, so I may have to make a seed for that real quick. Nope, we're fine. All right, I've got the void cell. We've got the extended IO. Put the cell into a work and partition it into a workbench. Singularity mode. What kind of workbench are we talking about? Just like a crafting table? Or is there a specific workbench I'm supposed to have that I don't? Extended. Just set this in front right here. Cell workbench. Definitely don't have that because I never needed it. Cell work. That guy. Gonna make it. So workbench. So what do I need to do? Partition. So how do I get water in here? Or cobble? Because I've got infinites of both. How does one set it to water? Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Water. Do I... Like that? Do I need to fill more than just one of these up or no? Drag and drop. Yes. Okay. All right. It's got one. And then do I just put it in here? I just drop it? Wait, I did the wrong thing? Oh, that's security craft water. Minecraft water. That right? Okay. Then I take it, we put it in here, and you said swap the arrow this way? And now what? Do I just leave it there? Is that it? Is that the whole setup? I'm a little confused. Nope. Check the disc. Check the disc. What am I supposed to check on the disc? Move to output when work is done. Make sure you have the water set correctly. That's a great question if I knew how. We could add more water in here if you want to. It's in Singularity mode. Try with cobble. Do I just put it in here? Is there some sort of... Move to output when full? There it is. There it is. So I just leave this in here and it'll make me singularities, right? All right, where were we? We were making pedestals, right? Pedestals. Yeah, these guys and those guys. Swap the arrow when you think you have enough and it'll put it all back in there. I mean, at what point am I going to say I have enough? Oh, I can add acceleration cards. Why is it? Why is it putting it over here? I want it here. Oh, I think it's because of that. When full. When work is done. Can we just turn it off? There. Can it only support? That can support all the acceleration cards. Why with the acceleration cards is it slow? But without it, it was so much faster. That's weird, right? What should the mode be? Oh, you're right. You're right. It would appear as if we are using all the power in our image system. Let's grab one of these. Yes, I am playing on a server. Slap it on there. And then try again. Does it blink with 2? 2 is fine? All right, we're just going to leave it with 2. And I probably could replace the top one with another ender gate or ender cell or whatever, but I'm not too worried about it. That should be more than enough for now. All right, back to what we were doing. The alloys. I need to make patterns for the other 2 essences we need. We've got water, we got air. I need earth. Got all that pattern. And I need... Yeah, I'm only using 1 controller right now. I literally have cavitied out a space up here to make a really big, really nice one. But currently, we're only using 1 for all of this. It's a little psychotic, I'll admit it. But it's where we're at. Okay, so we got those. So this side's going to be fire. This side's going to be earth. Let me find whatever I need for those. No, it's not for air. There are no restrictions on who can join. Flint and steel, torch, and gunpowder. All the info is in the Discord, though. And I do ask that you join that because I update it frequently. And that way you know when I update it. Flint and steel, gunpowder, torch. Yeah, I know. There have to be some restrictions at some point, but currently I have not had to do anything like that. Doors. Although, I mean, I don't know. I get it. It would be a nice perk. I don't need the pattern for it. I need to actually make some. And then I want to set the other ender source jar like there. I may even make another one. Put it close to this one as well. I have my own modded Minecraft network at this point. I'm so bored with updating servers. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I need... put one of these in there so that it does the thing. Then I need to pull it out, and then we're going to use it to filter our import bus. Pull it out. Fire essence. Right there. Do those. And then we still have the earth essence left to do. Iron ingots, some type of seed, some type, is it grass or just dirt? Dirt. Dirt. Seed. Wow. I hit like so many extra keys there. And then iron? Yeah. Put all that back. Iron, seed, dirt. We're going to throw a source gem in there. Let it do its thing again. Then we're going to set up the import bus, and then that will be the last of the essence that we have to automate. And then we just have to figure out how to automate the big thing in the middle. Earth essence. Put that right there. No. You get that and some acceleration cards. I don't know why that song's getting on my nerves. And then all of those are now completely automated. I want to make one more of those, but I don't think it's really necessary because both can pull from it. So next we just have to automate this monstrosity. Specifically for the alloys. Yeah, we're back at it again. We've got all of the essences automated. We just have to automate this guy here in the center, which I do believe is probably going to take a bunch of routers. There's actually a lot of other groups on the server. I'm trying to play through this one solo, but there's a lot of other people in the Discord and groups on the server that have all joined together and banded together. You could probably pretty easily find a solid group. Literally just did it last night. Yeah. Oh. It's coming together, I guess. Go check on our singularities real quick. 1 million. Okay. Well, that's definitely enough. Can I just throw... How do I reverse it? Throw this in here. And it'll put it all in. Well, that was easy enough. Okay, cool. That's going to sit there, and I'm not going to do it. Nice. That's ridiculous. And that was so easy, too. All right. Routers below the pedestal. Could do that. But at that point, I kind of want to make like a wall of routers. So I'm going to need 9 total. Do you have to use 9 routers? I guess maybe even a 10th to pull it in. How many routers did you have to end up using? Why not using disruption modules? So you just have it all open type thing. Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. That makes a lot of sense. Distribution modules. You might have to explain to me what those are. Yes, I do have 1 million singularities. I noticed that. It's kind of ridiculous. All right. So for this, yeah, 10. So 1 to pull it back. Okay. How'd you get everything to them? All right, so for the pedestals, to make this alloy, we have to put these, I guess we could do piglet connected and just have 2 distribution ones there. But everything else I think is going to need its own, and then we're going to have 1 to pull it back, which is 9. Ever so slightly annoying, but we're going to throw down, I think you can just use in an interface. Interface, 1 router, pull and distribute. Or have a cable under the middle with storage bus. Pull finished product in. That's a good idea. But I don't know if I can because underneath has to have that other thing. We can certainly connect to it with ME cables and then use an import bus with it filtered. That's a good idea. I don't know if how far I went. So we're going to import from there. I like that. You want to automate the alloy ingots, definitely going to need the applied source mod. Oh, do I have to? What are the odds I just put a bunch of these ender source jars? Because these things stay instantly full. In fact, let's do this. Let's start. We're going to need cinder. Probably 2 is fine. We'll get 4 of these made. I think I just need 3. Okay, yes, you're right. I'm going to say that right now. You are definitely right. That is what I should do. Okay, I actually want all 4 of these on different ones. So 1 will be this. 2, 3, 4, this. You're going to get all of those. Oh, but I got to put regulator augments on all those. Regulator augments. I don't have that auto crafted. A little bit annoying. Auto craft for that. Auto craft for this. Toss them in there. Just a suggestion for Discord, you could use bot to display MC chat in there. I could. I've just never really cared enough to set it up. I've seen a lot of people that do. Several mods that allows you to make a channel in Discord with messages synced to Minecraft. Yep. And I've seen those. I don't know. I don't know what I do with that, I guess, if that makes any sense. Regulator. Set to 1. Set to 1. But I have definitely seen a lot of people that have done that. Okay, so I've got all 4 of these. I like to chat with players while I'm at work. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. We're going to put all of those in there. I'm going to put a pattern provider back here. With... Why isn't it not letting me set it down? We're going to put a chest on it. Just... I should have it. Yeah, there you go. And then cables. For now, we're going to pull. We're going to filter this one to just ender pearls. Where's that at? One of those. Add item. Whitelist ender pearls. Perfect. And then I'm going to do that. This one is going to be to whitelist popped chorus fruit. Oh, I love your guides. They brought me here. You have the same style as Epic Enchants, but I think you do it better. Ah, thanks. That's very kind. I've watched a lot of Epic Enchants videos, and his are really good. So if you think I do it better, I'm going to take that as a gigantic compliment. I just... The one thing that I try to do differently is that I try to make it not as YouTube-y. Like, I feel like everybody kind of goes overboard with a lot of the... making it really cliche YouTube-y, but I don't know. What was I looking for? I need another 4 of those cinder modules. And then I should have all the regulator augments already. And then I want to send to... Which 4 did I do last time? I don't know if I did this one. Give it back. Oh, they have to be 3? Yeah, they probably got to be marked 3. So, make 4 of those. Yeah, I know pipes can get really laggy on servers. I say I've tried to avoid using them. I haven't. But, I I definitely have seen that they can be a little bit, they can have negative impacts. Am I going to set up a mechanism reactor soon? At some point, it will have to happen. There's no getting around the fact that it will have to happen. But I have not done it yet. This one. Yeah, it's not bad, and I've got a lot of automation set up for all the mechanism stuff. Like I can make any of the alloys completely automated. So all of that's good. So I just need one more sender to the middle. Problem is, how do I filter that? I'm gonna run out of sides for this chest so quickly. Okay, for who set it up last night? Somebody said that they set this up last night. How did you get all of the items into the router? Because I am very quickly running out of sides of this chest to use, and I'm not gonna have to use one to puller module. Oh, so pull from the chest instead of using pipes. Oh, that's so smart. This Mark 1? Yeah, okay, so we need to make a Mark 2 pattern. That's so incredibly smart. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Well done. Mark 2, so polar Mark 2. I'm gonna want 9 of them, so let's just make 10 of them. And they are all gonna pull from there. This is gonna help me organize it in my head, though. So then this one's just gonna be for ender pearls, and we toss it in there, and then just take a separate one. This one's only gonna be for popped coarse fruit. That's blacklist, so I want it to whitelist. Whitelist. And that one goes in there. This one goes in here. I need a whole bunch of speed and stack upgrades. How much does it matter where you put what you put where in the setup? For this one, not as much. For the next one, also probably not as much. I'm just trying to keep it slightly organized, I guess. I don't know. You can press C to modify the module while in the router. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even know that existed. Thank you. So let's do speed. Make me a whole bunch of those. Max each of those out. You're probably right. I guarantee I could use the distribution module thing and it would be easier. I just want to get this set up and working real quick. You can do round robin in 8. That sounds like it would be a lot easier. Stacking. Upgrade. I need less of these. I think each can only hold a max of 6. But this should theoretically max out the speed on everything. Okay. We're just gonna, I may need some of this stuff, but we're gonna dump it all real quick because my inventory is getting too full. I did put my bow in there. Not that I really need it. I just joined your server a couple days ago, just getting started and learning. Been watching your videos. Same time. Nice! Oh! No, it's on the latest version. But there are other people on, so the server's definitely up and working. Right, double check and make sure that you have the right address. I think some people have had issues with copying it directly from the server. You may have to type it in. I think there's some extra characters I used in there for formatting. Do you host your own on like a second PC or do you rent a server? I have a second PC, but I have a second PC that's in a server rack that I have at my house. So it's kind of ridiculous, but it's a pretty beefy PC. But I have it in a server rack. So it's not like sitting next to me or anything. So I need to make a pattern for the Ender source jar, where it will send those things and then get this back. We're going to add that pattern in here. And then I never connected this up to anything, so we're going to do that too. It should be like right here, right? There, I was going to say, where did it go? How much RAM for the whole? 64 gigs. I think I put 64 gigs in there. I think I have it set to like 20 or 30 or something because realistically it can do a lot. Yeah, I've used Pterodactyl before. It's really cool. I didn't do it for this one just because I didn't need the admin panel. I do need ME glass cables to plug this thing in real quick. Pterodactyl is awesome though, just as a tool. We'll plug that in. Fix the ground. So it already knows how to make the source jars. It just needs to know what to do with them, which means I need one more polar and one more sender. Polar Mark II. Sender 3. Make more of them. All right, let's see. Because I have a second PC. Thought about using your tutorial along with how to set up a server. 32 gigs of DDR4 on an i7. Operand small GPU. Honestly, I don't even know what it is. No, it wouldn't matter. The GPU isn't used at all. Really, the only thing that matters as far as like the speed of your Minecraft server is how fast your CPU runs. That is it. And so getting a CPU that runs quickly is about the only thing that will matter. I need to... All of those are already tied to there, but I need to whitelist a source jar. So let me make one of those real quick. Source jar. Polar Mark II, put that in there, whitelist it. And then we put it in here. I think I have all of that right. I will need to set up the import bus. If you over allocate the RAM, that can cause an issue depending on what you within the garbage collector key. That is true. Yeah, over allocating RAM can cause it to go a little bit slower. Realistically, I've never seen a really negative effect from it, but I have it at like 20 or 30 gigs out of the 60 that are on the PC, which seems to work fine. For Minecraft servers, you need a high hertz CPU. Yeah, Minecraft can't multi-thread, so it's the single core speed of your CPU. You should be able to. Like I said, there's other people on. You might have to make sure that you're on the right version. That's the only thing I can think of. I do have to go get some... Is there some way I can make the popped forest fruits? Forest fruit. Do I have index? I sure do. So let's throw that in here. And then I also can do that. That's handy. I don't have indecent. Okay. I don't care because I can make a whole bunch of apples. Well, once I am done streaming, we can take a look at it, but it should be working. Like I said, other people are on, so I don't think it's a server side issue. I'm going to make a whole bunch of this popcorn fruit. And we're going to toss it all in here. And then I'm going to tell it to make an end source jar. See how it works. Yeah. Fully automated. So then I just need the import bus with the accelerator. Import bus. Just making sure you're on version. Yeah, that is the correct version we're on. Like I was saying, there's a lot of other people on here that have joined. So I know it's up and working. Are you going through Curse Forge? And then you make sure it's John ATM10.johnhalls.com. That one is all we want to import right now. Acceleration cards, and then if I tell it to do it again. This is a normal source jar. I'll throw that in there. Make another one next. Start. I just want to make sure it's fully automated, and it'll pull it back in once it's done. Looky there. Okay, so pull it back in now. Unless I put the wrong one in here. Oh, I did put the wrong one in there. Pull that out. Why is it not? Why is it not pulling it back? Why is it not? Darn it. So close. Maybe this isn't going to work for that. Fuzzy card time, maybe? What's fuzzy card? I don't know what that is. Fuzzy. Fuzzy card. Fuzzy card. What does it do? Cheat open guide. Oh. Got it. You're probably right. That's probably exactly what it is. Give that a shot and see what it does. Back here. My import. Back on there. Fuzzy card, acceleration, ender source jar. We agree that should work? Yes. See? Ender. I just want this to work correctly. I don't actually need this many ender source jars. It's more the principle. Never done ours, but have messed around with AE2. Gotcha. I think you're right. It seems to make a lot of sense. Yeah, it worked. Such a great suggestion. Thank you so much. So I want to put one of these here. And then we're going to start putting a couple more here. Just because I want all of this to run quickly. Again, thank you so much for that suggestion. Is there a way I could kit it where it would do multiple? Like if I put it here, is it going to help with both? Hopefully. Maybe. All right. So with that out of the way, as a principle, we should be getting pretty close. How are we out here? Yeah, we are. We're going to need to keep this going. These are our prediction matrices that we are using to farm piglet hearts until everything is up to a high standard. of accuracy. Currently, we're at 58%-ish. Mostly. I want to say thank you so much for your guides. ATM10 was so overwhelming considering I haven't really played Minecraft before. Your videos made it a lot more enjoyable. I am so glad that it's making it more enjoyable. That is the whole goal of the videos. To help people figure out how to do what they want to do in easier ways. I know a lot of them are going to be taken just literally, and people are going to copy exactly what I'm doing. Not exactly the intent, but as long as I show you what's possible, then hopefully it helps. I use volcanic source link, pulled from the nether with an entangled block, then lava bucket into the arcane platform, that it would absorb the lava. You can automate the prediction matrices using an exporter with a crafting card, unless of course you don't want to do that. I could. I've just been really lazy about doing that. What I really want to do, it's the whole goal of this, what I'm really trying to do is automating all the mod star as much as I can. The goal is to get all of those to 100% accuracy. And then I'm going to put a pattern in here where I can say send one prediction matrix and get one heart back. That's the goal. However, we're not up to the accuracy for that to be ready yet, but that's what we're shooting for. That's what this whole setup here is for, is so that we can get the that automated just through the ME system. Because I really, again, the goal is to have a thing in here where I can say, make the all the mod star, and it'll just do it. Like, it'll do everything. That's kind of what we're shooting for long term. Which is why I am automating absolutely everything I possibly can under the sun. So let's look at time to head to work. Thanks, John. Watch your videos, learn more in your server. See everything. Awesome. I'm so glad. Glad you helped. Have a good day. Thank you so much. That's not a smart way of doing it. I would say you should run a 24 and limit the stack with an overflow distribution or void upgrade. Big brain input star output. I could. You should run it 24/4 and limit the stack with an overflow or distribution card or void upgrade. Oh, just keep it going and just make as many of the stars as many of the hearts as I can. Is that what you're saying? I could do that. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. And it's also not a bad idea. But, you know, there's two schools of thought there, right? I don't have an automated way to make singularities, and so instead we just made a whole ton of them. You know, I don't know. I go 50-50. It's either you make a ton of something so that you never run out of it, or you automate it, right? And I don't know which is really better. I definitely could upgrade the chest on that for sure and put a whole ton more in there. I mean, that's what I've done for all of my reactors over here, if it lets me in. I just have a chest with some stack upgrades, and I just have thousands of all the items that they need in here. I think they're going to bring the Greg Tech Star back. I don't know. I did not do it for all the Mods 9, though. I made the normal star for all the Mods 9, and that was just about enough grinding for me. I kind of quit there. Let's look at... I'm going to have to do like one specific for each of these. With one exception, so I can do... I just set all these up. So the first one we're going to do, let's set it up for these two. And we're going to do Piglich Hearts. I need the regulator augments. I like the automate route just because I like the puzzle challenge. I agree 100%. Plus, I think it's just cool. Like at the end of it, you can just hit a button and it just like everything fires up and just does everything. That just seems cool to me. Let me grab these two back out. I need to regulate both of them to just one. I'm so glad you agree. And then I forgot that I don't have to pull them out. I can just hit C. Put both those in there. We're going to do a polar module from here. And it is just going to pull Piglet hearts. And then that's, I still set it to whitelist. Whitelist Piglet hearts. We'll put it there. So I've been playing modded since Ultimate 6. Yeah, don't blame Grid Tech. Looks like. Yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It looked too grindy, and there wasn't enough different things to do to like pique my interest or make me want to do it at all. So I just didn't. I just didn't do it at all. Like I was watching Chosen's playthrough of all the mods 9, and he got kind of into Greg Tech and was thinking about doing it, but then didn't do it because it just got kind of boring. So it's still tied to there. So we got that. So next I'm going to need all of our essences. That one. This one. The other two. I need water. That purple thing. That one. And then air. I should have 10 of. There we go. Okay, so I've got to set up polars and cinders for all of these. The whitelist earth. It's going to go in this one here. Is that what I set up here? Why is the whitelist empty then? Whitelist earth. Okay. And then a cinder module. Those two are already done. So I need this cinder module to send here. And I need to put a regulator augment on it to only push out one. And we're going to put it right in there. All right. Now I just have to do that a whole ton more times. So whitelist fire. We did piglets that. So this one will go here. This guy goes there. With a regulator augment set to 1. So we did this, that. Do this one next. And we're going to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And that, and this. Ooh. That was not what we meant to do. Could have been disastrous. And I would have never found that either. Okay. Whitelist source jar. Why is the whitelist on that empty? Thought I put that in there. Alright, water essence. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to set up black or whitelists for these as well. Because this, or at least for the ones we had set up before, because this one has to be a source jar. And I need this to only send source jar. The whitelist, that. And we can put it back in there. Are you going to set up a Drigme farm or just use a prediction thing? I don't know. I could set up a Drigme farm. I was considering the possibility of doing both. Again, with the goal of it being automated, the Drigme farm kind of just runs and does its thing, right? So this one will have to be automated as well. We're doing water essence. Whitelist, water essence. Okay. So yeah, anything that's got the other cinder modules in it, I'm going to have to go through and we're going to have to readjust so that it only does what it's supposed to and doesn't do anything extra. But still need to do the air essence, which I can do down here. doesn't have anything, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But I've considered setting up a Drigme setup. I just haven't yet. Air Essence, I don't have to whitelist that or anything. Should just do its thing, because if I remember correctly, you can grab a Piglich and have them harvest it. Yes, you can. I do remember seeing that setup in 9. I never had that setup, but I do remember seeing it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Needs to be a whitelist. All right, so that's all of the essences. In addition to that, we did the Pigliches. We did those. So we just need all the Modium, the Unobtainium, and then the Source Gem to the middle. Okay. That's not bad. All the Modium. Unobtainium. Source Gem to the middle. So those 3 things should be everything we need. Pick one of each of them. Let's do the Source Gem first. So whitelist, pulling the Source Gem from there. And then sending it there. Because there's nothing else in there. I'm not worried about it. By the way, have you seen the spell Chosen Maid that kills the warden in like 2 hits? Maybe would be helpful with some of the bigger bosses. I have the one that throws obsidian. I feel like that's the one we're talking about. It is kind of ridiculous. I haven't, again, this is the most I've ever gotten into R's before. There's a lot more that I could do. But I'm not sure how much I'm going to have to do. Like, there's not a lot of the Cataclysm stuff isn't in here yet. So I'm not too worried about that yet. It doesn't really kill the Piglich. What do you mean? I need one of each of those. Oh, I didn't put a regulator augment. I think on like the last 3, did I? I gotta remember to do that on all these. That one has one. Does not. Otherwise, it will send it all out, and I don't need it to do that. So then, we do the last thing here. Well, so those 2 both need things. This one is just going to be that whitelisted regulator augment 1. Because, oh, there's nothing else in here. Well, since we're doing it, we're going to put it in here. Got it. And then I'm going to have to set up regulator augments for all of those. So then whitelist this. And then what else is coming in here? Ender pearls. Grab those so that I can set up whitelisting for all of these. Whitelist. Ender pearl. Whitelist. Ender pearl. Whitelist, ender pearl. All right, make sure they're all there. Am I doing it too quickly? Wow, the R setup has gotten bigger since last night. Yes, it has. What's up, Black Ops? How's it going? It has gotten a lot bigger. All right, all the whitelists are in there. I don't know why they weren't going in before, but that's set up correctly. So now I just need to do the one for Unobtainium, and I don't even have to do a whitelist for it. 1. We should be fine with just that. And sending it to here, I think is right. And then polar module from there with a whitelist for Unobtainium. And we throw that in here. I think that's everything. I think if I set up a pattern for this with this, it knows to send all that. And I put that in here. I think this should work. You believe you found the issue? What is the issue? As you enter your servers hosted off device within your house, private IP is conflicting with my personal network provider, so I can't join. Sorry. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can you not join other? I feel maybe. Are you gonna need to set up only for allied? No, so it's used for a couple other things. I also have it used to make the ender source jars that I have. But for the most part, that's the biggest goal here, is to use it for that. And then if I have to, I can go back through and we can reset up whitelisting on each of those polar and cinder modules so that we can use it for other things. But I want to try one of those. Step back. Trying. Yes. Okay. Piglet hearts. Earth, water, air. We're missing we're missing all the modium. Because this thing didn't set up correctly. All right, all the modium's there. What else are we missing? I'm not sure. Servers. It might. We can take a look at it later. It should work. Because it's run through a DNS entry, which is out there on the internet, public for anybody. What are we missing? So the source thing also isn't going to the middle. Source gem. Enchanting apparatus, match any blacklist empty. Regulator augment 1. Okay, so it's going to wait to send that until we have whatever else is here. What are we missing from here? 3 fire essence. Water. Air. Earth. Whitelist is empty. I have to sit here and wait for like 4 seconds. Otherwise, it doesn't actually apply it. Okay. Look at there. I get socket error. Do me a favor. Shoot me a picture of what you're entering in as the address, the server address, on the questions for John chat in Discord. Unless you did already. On the other hand, have the alloy. Let's go. So now I just have to set this up here. And then when I tell it to make another, like it does have to go through the whole process of making all of the other things, which is kind of why I want to make a lot more of those ender source jars and just put them all around. But it should make everything and then send everything to here. Right? Yeah, so it's all automated. Oh. I love it. I love it. It's slow. It's so slow. But I think, and then it pulls it back in. Completely automated crafting. We're just going to cancel. That is awesome. Okay, so now we've got all the alloys completely automated, which is sick. I do too, where you could just have a setup like this and it would just run through everything. Yeah, this dish was elite. I really thought that was going to take me a lot longer and be a lot more of a pain. How do you automate mystical agriculture essences? It was so much easier and faster. I agree. So do you mean actually getting the essence? Or do you mean like the seeds? Or like what are we looking for there? I have this setup here, where I've got a whole bunch of farmland. Each of the farmland has a modular router on top that's sending it to a chest hooked up to my ME system. And then it also has a harvester pylon, which automatically harvests everything and puts it into the chest right above it. It's not the fastest way to do it, but it is the least lag-inducing way to do it. When RF Tools Crafter going to be available? That's a great question. If I had any insight into that, I would give it to you, but I have absolutely no idea. If I were you, I would set the essence thing from ours to stock like 50 at a time, always, so you don't need to wait as much time. That's not a bad idea. That is a good point. I'm going to do that with all of these. Yeah, I need to get a requester, I think. ME. What is that called? Requester. This thing. And as always, we're going to set up auto crafting for that. I need the co-processing. That's not automated. And then the ME interface. We'll get all of those set up as well. This guy. No, it can go either way. So this is pointless now. Go back in here, toss that back up there. So we've got that part. Inferium to supremium crafting. Oh, I see. I created this lovely little thing last night called a quantum crafter. I put all of the crafting patterns in there, and it worked through 1.2 million inferium all the way up to insanium in like 2 minutes. Like, it was ridiculously quick. Make one of those. Send an image and a question. Let's take a look. General questions for John. ATM10.johnhalls.com. That, I mean, it looks right. That should be it. And I mean, obviously we're saying that's not working. I've got the requester. Set the requester down here. How many channels we got left on this? Running a little short. All right. I need to set up requesting for all of these things. Just made an Insanium B. Oh, just make an Insanium B. Yeah, you definitely could. And that would be easy as well. But I already had all the Inferium Essence set up, and so I just threw it all in here. And where's it at? Descending. We have, where's it at? Where's it at? I don't know, 4,350, and it keeps my inventory clear of all those things. I don't have to worry about processing the essence or anything. It just auto crafts it all for me. I like it. So we're going to do the R's stuff. I want this, this, water essence, and source gems. We're going to put all of those in here. Amount to stock. How do I increase it? There we go. 50. Will I make MI guide? What does MI stand for? I'm sorry. I'm still early game. Haven't touched bees yet. I haven't touched bees either. And if I can avoid it, I will. I don't know if I can avoid it, but we're going to try my best to. Not to stock 50. I don't want 59. I want 50. Is it dead? You can't avoid bees. I know I've got to make modern industrialization. I probably will at some point. Yes. Why are we dead? Are we dead? Are we dead? We're not dying. Why are we not letting me make changes? Let me make changes. Locked, request, and okay. Fine. Oh, I already did fire. Give me that back. I needed earth there. Yes, I will probably make a modern industrialization guide, and if I can avoid bees like the plague, I will do that as well. That's already in there. Oh, I did need to fire one. I thought I already had that. We're gonna put 50. Put 50. Okay. Gotta hit the check mark at the end. 50. I could probably do bigger batch sizes too, but that is what it is. 50. I could. It's just sometimes bees are just really, really boring. No offense to the bees or the creator of productive bees. Scared of getting stung. Yeah, that's it for sure. Let me make, I want to make more of these Ender source jars. Give me 10 of them. You not know how to make archwood slabs? Oh, we're out of archwood. Can you automate that? Archwood planks. Obviously, you're going to come from the logs. Is there... The lumber bee is about the only way to automate that. Lame. I'm boring if you build a stick apiary. Make it fun and automate it all. All right. But how does that go with the underground theme that I'm going for, right? Doesn't that seem just a little bit like PETA's going to come show up at my front door if I start getting into bees and I put them all here underground? Because I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for that. I didn't bring an axe. Certainly got enough of them. Do I not have an unbreakable one? I do. Whee! Do I not get... Oh, that all is going to go into here. A fake outdoor environment. Okay, all right. You guys are kind of talking me into it a little bit. And at some point, I'm going to need something new to do. These aren't that bad. So I know they're not bad. I just have PTSD. I did a playthrough of all the mods 10. All of those videos are posted, and I tried to get every single bee in the game. So I've done bees, to clarify. However, getting all of those bees, quite a pain. Underneath your current base with an elevator. Okay, you don't understand. There's like no room under my base. Goes down like maybe 15 blocks. Yes, okay, I get it. But I'm kind of burnt out on bees. So I know I have to. There are some things I have to get into in order to do it correctly, but For now, we're avoiding it like the plague. Ender, source charge 10. Does it not know how to make the planks itself? Arch, wood planks. From that, how about archwood logs or planks? Encode pattern. Throw both those in here. Procrastination at its finest. Oh, you have no idea. I'm the king of procrastination. If I can put something that I don't want to do off, then I do. And it's bad. I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit it. It's bad. But it's the way I live my life. Then to the side instead of under. I could expand. I know it's an option. I could even do it above. I could even build an entire house on top of where this is, entirely dedicated to bees. I just don't know if I want to. So I should be able to make those ender things now that we've got all the auto crafting set up. And I'm going to put a few of them back over there with my ME stuff. It would be cool. We're going to put a couple of these over there with our ME stuff, so that way it charges up just a touch faster. And then we're going to put the rest of them all around this stuff. To try to make it just in general quicker. What's not working here? Ender source jar. Which one's supposed to put the source jar in the middle? Not that one. Source fruit. Source jar, it's there. Of course the whitelist on that's empty. Why would it not be empty? No, it needs a regulator augment anyways. Regulator, one. Got the source jar. Not that one. This one. And then I can put that back in there. All right. We're going to let it do that. You always do bees in the beyond. That's not a bad idea. I should just keep doing those. Again, we're going to take one more of these over here. Put it right there. I mean, heck, I could put a couple more in here just to keep it at like 100% all the time. Because all of these are just charging them up kind of ridiculously quickly. I just want them close enough to where several of them will be hit at the same time. Yeah, that's what we want. Perfect. Do them by your house solely because I build cool apiaries and want to see them. That makes sense. It does make a lot of sense. And I think for each one of these setups we have, I'm going to put 2 in between each. Or, I mean, I guess 4 here. So that way it should go a little bit quicker. It can pull source out of all of it at the same time. Yes, the honeycomb apiary that you built was really cool. I do remember that. I need 2 more of these total, I think, for what I want here. That one, this one. I know technically it doesn't like increase the amount of source. Yo, what's up? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, William. But there it is. Oh. Ooh. So what I bit, oh, I forgot to turn it on today. I have this thing. I wrote a script in Lua. I will have to edit the script now. But it cycles through all of the names of the members of the channel. So William, yours will go up here at some point. I just have to edit the script because that's going to take a minute to do that. But we've got all of their source jars here now. And they're all just working and doing their thing. Do you have any videos teaching how to make the digital storage and how to set up auto crafting? I have the storage controller with the terminal and started on energy, but it's confusing to brand new at all the mods. So I do. They're kind of two different ones. If you have the ME system already set up where you've got some storage, you got the terminal, then I built, there's a video that I made on how to build this auto crafting setup right here. It's not the best one, but it's the best beginner one that you can make. And I would start with that. I would start with the auto crafting video. And then I would watch the automation video because I also show how to automate some of the, like the processors that you're going to need, how to automate the mystical agriculture stuff, just some things like that. So I think those two videos would probably help you the most. If y'all want to see my script here, I'll show you while I edit it. Open it up. And then I gotta add in a comma. William. Perfect. We'll save that. Close out of it. We got to come back into here. Go back to our little computer in here. And we got to go. We'll see. What do you do to cancel it? Stop the currently running thing. Thanks, brother. Gotcha. Nice. Let's see. So I need to delete name cycler. I need to import. And then I got to drag and drop this thing from here into here. And then we got to wait for it to load. Monitor, top, name cycler. Make sure it worked. Boom. There we go. All right, so let's see how our requesters doing. Are we still having to request stuff? Yeah, we're still getting some stocked up. But we got our last two inner source jars. I'm going to put one here because the source gems are a big one that we're going to need a lot of. We can accelerate that. That'd be great. And then, where do I put the last one? Any opinions, thoughts? Seems like everything else is pretty much accelerated as fast as it can be. Maybe I just throw it here just cuz. But as far as automating the R stuff there, that worked way easier than I expected it to. I really thought that was going to be a lot more difficult. I really did. Okay, so it's the first time I'm looking at it. I don't want to look at it, but it's about time. I feel like with this new membership power, I sway your decision. Must do bees now. Okay, but I'm only doing bees that I care about. I agree. I'll do bees. We'll do bees. We'll do it. But I'm only doing the ones I care about. Runic Star Altar. What on earth is this? Oh, that's so many of those. I could literally tell that to run forever. Okay, and the nether star blocks. We're going to need to get nether stars cranking. This is the first time I've ever looked at this and I'm not excited about it. That's so much RF. You guys are like teaming up against me now. Is that what's going on? Okay, all right. Runic Star Altar. How hard is it to make this thing? That's so gross. All of that's so gross. Even just to make the thing is disgusting. No, the RF isn't bad. I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I literally have a trillion RF just stored here for whatever I want it for. Not worried about the RF. I'm worried about realizing now how much other random stuff I'm going to have to get into to make this thing. I guess Forbidden Arcanus is something I got to get into anyways. Oh, I just don't want to. Oh, yeah. This is gonna be a little bit gross. What are the odds I have all three? I should have all three of those. How hard is it to make the automatic one? Oh, this is how you make the automatic one? Basically the same as making the star thing. Forge tier 5. I'm gonna have to go through. Gross. Okay. All right. Anywho, for the... Actually, we need to go back. All the odds star. It's not there. ATM star. That's what I gotta search for. Okay. For making these things, we gotta look a little bit. I should have the trophies. I can get that. Really, I'm just gonna look through these things real quick to see what B stuff I have to do. What B stuff I can get away with not doing. Quantum ring. That's easy. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. But I'm not seeing Ender Dragon data model. That's new. Inactive dragon egg. Soul lava bee spawn egg. That's gross. I do have to make egg, soul lava. Can do that. I can do that. I don't want to do that, but I can. Automating that's just going to be a nightmare. Singularities. Oh, I got an antimatter. Bleh. None of that's going to be tough. Okay. Overall, yes, there's a lot less to do. A lot left to do. But I think it's feasible. It's just going to take a lot of time. Let's do this. This is gonna be a lot, I think. No, it wasn't that bad. Remember, you only need 18 stars before it can be automated with the bee. Yeah. Yes, that's true. That's a good point. Do we go for the starry bee? That might be kind of interesting. I've never made the starry bee. That might be kind of interesting. We probably will. All right, where bees at? The Bumble Zone. Resources, productive bees. Maybe. There it goes. Nest spawning. You want to turn your bee farm into a factory for resources. You'll need to start spawning bees with nests. Some dude speed ran. The Starry Bee took. I think I saw him because he's the same guy that did the Star in 12 hours, right? I remember watching that. That was nuts. I remember watching Alfred GG try to do it, and I think he got it in like 14 or 15 on his third try. Yeah, it was absolutely insane. Way, way, way better at the game than I ever will be. But it was really, really cool to watch. Okay. I don't even know where. Do we make a place for bees first? Like we just make a little home for bees here. Because I feel like it's not a bad. We could also just do the beehives where they all stay in. I cried inside as I realized all of the progression skips he used on parts of the game I hated. Yeah. Yeah, people that are really good and like know what they're doing and where to skip thing, you simulate. Yeah, we're gonna use the simulator things for sure. These guys. But advance beehives. Is it just productive bees? Yeah, it is just productive bees. Okay, what kind of beehives are we thinking? I did plain oak last time. And I'm thinking we do something better. I recommend that you go to the end and grab like 5 draconic bees now. Do you need a lot of it? Obsidian. That's fair. Take our obsidian. The sword. Obsidian nest. I don't know what tier sword it has to be. Does it have to be a diamond one? And then I'm going to automate all of the treats as well, so I don't have to worry about having those. I have 3 hive full of them and it's still so slow. Gotcha. Well, that's good to know. Can't use that one. I could probably use this one though. That ought to be enough for now. They don't take treats. That's right. They take dragon's breath. Bring all that with us, and I think I can automate that too. No, because I don't have any simulation things of the dragon. That's fine. Whee! Somebody's got a setup going. It is funny. I'm gonna set up right here. Grab my dragon's breath. Get them all going. I did hit them all. And what we might do is, since we're here, we should automate our dragon's breath. Yeah, I can get that though. That's not hard. I just have to get a dragon. I have to use hostile neural networks. Which would need a model framework. If I'm doing one, I might as well do 8. Model framework. Give me 10. All right, we got 8. Grab our deep learners. You could see the Hydra trophy. Is it funny? Do 19 models if you're going for... Oh, that's right. That's right. All right. It's a good point because you need one of them for each. I do need a time one. You're right. You're right. I do. So if I can do 8 in there, how many more deep learners do I need to make? So I guess we're doing 20. We might as well do 20, which would be 5 of these. Deep learner. Yeah, we're gonna set up some patterns here real quick. Oh, do I have any bee cages? I have 1. These guys are liable to spawn here at some point. We'll eventually need that, but for now, I don't have any honey at all. Don't ask me what I'm doing. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. It's not client or server, it's per person. And so like your person and the things that spawn on you only spawn for you, if that makes any sense. So it has absolutely nothing to do with either the server, or it's just per your person. So we're coming back to these draconic bees in a minute. We're going to skip them and we're going to go straight to the deep learner. And we're going to create the pattern for it. I'm going to do too many things at once and I'm not doing any of them well. I need to create a pattern for that. I already did. Forgetting what I've already done. I need to put that pattern in here so that I can make 3 more of them. Here we go. Big village, some beekeeper, building, ton of free stuff. I should probably do that. The blank pattern right there. Grab the other 2 of my deep learners. And then I just need to make sure, well, these are going to go up in here. 1, 2, 3. So 9, 18, 20. So I've got 20. Got a bee cage. I can catch 1 draconic bee. Then I need a whole bunch of the end crystals. Make me 10 for now. We'll start for 4. Get this guy back going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect opportunity to use my new bow. You could use leaves for now until you chop them. Gather. Yeah, you're right. I could. Probably should do that. All right, grab the bow. Just need 1 arrow. Put her there. And then I need as many of these as I can. 4 is probably fine. I'm gonna hover. Got 1, 2, 3, almost. Nope. Come here. This part's probably gonna take the longest. And we open up a deep learner. We put all 4 in. Put another 4 on the hotbar. Be careful you don't mess up the dudes. It is already chunk claimed. You knocked me so far down. Whoa. We are lagging a little bit. All right. That one's full. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I made sure it was automated before or it was plunk chained. gonna get as many done as I can right now. Sweet. Well, that made it a lot easier. And now I just have to do this. Well, I gotta kill all these first, I guess. Used to be on a server where the owner would admin abuse, clean my chunk and steal my stuff on the dragon poop. Yeah, that's a little messed up. No, I've had people claim like one of the corners so that other people couldn't spawn the dragon. So like, I've unclaimed stuff like that before, but that's just so other people can still play on the server. That's a little different. We good? We good. All right, come here, bud. What did I just get hit with? I don't know if it's loud for y'all, but that's so loud in my ears. Now, we agree that, you know, claiming parts of the actual, like, castle here so that you can't put down end crystal, that's a little bit of an abuse and is worth unclaiming things for, right? It is a windswept bow of the sniper, power 9, with a whole bunch of punch and a whole bunch of looting and poison tip, and it does a lot of crazy things. Not super loud. Good. Okay, that's what we were hoping for. But yes, the thing is absolutely juiced. It is an apothic bow. Power stop means you don't take damage for a while and then the effect wears off and you take all of it. Oh. I mean, I guess I go either way on that. Kind of a weird effect. And crystals make me like 20 more. Oh, I actually only have to kill it like twice. Whee! What are the odds? What are the odds? Thread the needle, thread the needle. Yeah! There we go. I don't know if I like the way I just kind of flew around and did it last time. There used to be a bug with pylons where you would make it infinite and then never take damage again. There was a bug, but it was kind of similar to that. Somebody's player model got completely corrupt on the server where they were constantly in a state of dying. And so like they ran out of health. And I think it was like some sort of like integer error from one of the, oh, I don't know, relics that they had, but it was kind of crazy. I had to literally delete their entire person and they had to unclaim all their chunks and then reclaim it. Yes, it is. It's kind of cracked. Get back over here. Dude tried to run off on me. Alright, one thing I didn't check for. Wither bones. I did want to see if we got these yet. Nope, there's still no way to craft those. Cool. The new apotheosis fixes look insane. They do look pretty cool. I still haven't figured out which ones I like the most, but they're pretty cool. I also just like the fact that they're keeping things fresh and changing progressions and stuff. Like, I appreciate that. I feel like a lot of times the all the mods packs can seem very similar and the same as you progress. But fact that they're keeping it fresh, I like. Okay, do we kill another 4 just to up it to the next level, or do we not? What are our thoughts? Plus, looting levels only used to be a gem, now it just gives it. Yes, it does. It does just give it. It has the option, so it's one of the affixed things that it can give you. I don't even have normal looting on this sword. Or on this bow. I should probably get that, but... Let's see, we got those crafted. Do we go for more? Yeah, 4 is easy. Nah, yeah? Oh, the builds you can now create. Yeah, exactly. I don't have to have those on the hotbar. They can just stay in here. All right, we're going to go for 4 more real quick. Just to get it up to that next tier, because that's going to be a lot quicker and easier than letting it sit in a simulation chamber. To do that... becomes dragon abuse. I didn't mean to fall through the TP, but here we are. No! Stop! I want to go home. Thank you. Let me go back. I don't even remember how many I'd placed down. I swear there was a netherite bow. And all the mods 10? I already had 3 down. That was my last one, too. Take a look. Netherite bow. I don't see it. Not one that I see, at least. But, having said that, I'm not upset with the bow I have at all. It does an absurd amount of damage. It fires ridiculously quickly. And because I can just fly, not difficult to use either. Whee! Here we go. You guys are still all laughing at me because I fell through the teleporter. Not very kind. He won't make it down. I thought he was going in for a landing. Poor guy. Never knew what hit him. Just like that. I'm glad that's not loud for y'all, but let me tell you, it is like destroying my eardrums every single time I kill him. Go, come on, let me down. Thank you. There's that. Poor dragon, they don't deserve this. Yes, they do. If I were you, I'd invest in the vigor bow because it works. Like the vitality blade, it's going to be say, gotcha. That's good to know. I've been thinking about making stronger weapons, but like even the piglitches that we got last night weren't bad. I guess I haven't had a reason to yet. At some point, I'm going to make a video on the strongest weapons in all the mods 10, and I'm sure some things like that will come up, but let me shoot it. Thank you. Ooh, that was a good shot. I didn't think that was going to hit. That one did, though. What? I was going to say, didn't it shoot? With the amount of damage I do, I guess I probably don't need to break those things every time. Maybe it's just a force of habit kind of thing. Oh, it almost got to land this time. I'm calling the dragon police, save the dragons. How many more do I need? I just have to do 2 more. Just have to do 2 more. That's it. Is it lagging? We lagging? Y'all saw me place one, right? I have a feeling we're about to rubber band. Oh, I placed one. It's just putting them down really slowly. What on earth? Hold up. Did we get them all down? I guess so, maybe. Or did they all just blow up on me? I guess they all just blew up. I don't know what just happened there, but something lagged really bad. But just for a second. And now we're back. And I still have enough to do the last 2 dragons. Use SFM for bees. What does SFM stand for? Or if I search for it, am I going to find something called SFM? Oh. All right, so 2 more of these. Super Factory Manager. Yeah, it was. What does that do? I'm going to try it this way this time and see if I can heal it faster than it can heal. Dude. Oh, yeah. What on earth? What on... Okay, does anybody know what I just did to get those words to come across my screen? What the heck was that? You have to code with SFM. It's very easy to use. What doesn't it do? No clue. Use your armor back together? Did something break? No? That's why. Okay. I probably don't even need my jetpack anymore. That was weird. Yeah, I saw what the word said. I just didn't know why they were there. All right, we're able to place the crystals down this time. That's a plus. Last one. I'd never seen those come across your screen before. They're just a little odd. Throw those back in there. 1 more remaining. I'm gonna have to create a whole new hostile neural network setup for that too. So I can get all of those to the max level. I didn't realize that I had the creative flight. I definitely don't need the jetpack. I do feel like this is bullying a little bit. Come on. Thank you. The Vigor Bow with all the canisters give you plus 40 damage. Jeez. Maybe the game was trying to be encouraging. Yeah, it probably was. Probably exactly what it was. So just take that off. Now that I can just, you know. Oh, that's why. It's slow. Just so we're clear, creative flight is really slow compared to using a jetpack. I kind of almost would prefer to not have it. But double check. Yep, we're all to advanced models / home. We should give the dragon a weapon, make this fair. I'll admit that wasn't super fair. I mean, I guess we just make another setup like this. to set up for all of our dragon models. So, what are the odds we got it all set up? 22 attack speed? That's crazy. I haven't looked into any of the maces at all, but that sounds kind of nuts. At hostile. Okay, so I gotta autocraft some of the stuff. And, well, I was on it already. Descending. You need this dude. I need this dude. That's it. That's it. All right. We're going to throw those into here. We made 20, right? 20 models. Next, start. 20, start. Okay. A white split those. Do we go further or do we go up? I feel more like going up. And then that way I can just use the same setup. But I want that to just be for pigletches. We're just going to go here. Also, those never started working. But that's okay. I need... What goes on the bottom? I should have item pipes go on the bottom. Modular routers instead of pipes for hostile network. I'm dumb. Does that count as an answer? I don't know. That's a great question. Maybe because how many things can you put in here? There's a limited number of modules you can put in each router. So theoretically, for hostile neural networks, in order to use routers for it, you'd have to have an input and an output for each one. And then... because you can't set up multiple things for a single module, right? Let's do this. How lag-inducing do we think pipes are actually going to be? Because I could definitely do pipes at least for some of it. Along the bottom to pull out the finished product. Very? They're very lagging. But what if I don't want them to be? What if I say no? What about then? Then can we get away with using them? I need a block of space between the cauldron and the dripstone. It might technically be dripping. That makes sense. I got to end game at all the last night with pipes and it was insufferable. No, yeah, exactly. If I just say no, fine, we'll try to use router. We'll try. 1, 2, yeah, just make me 12, sure. Because all I really need to do, take the prediction matrices, put them into the simulation chambers. Pull out all of the outputs from the simulation chambers, take the generic things, put them in the inventory, put the rest of them to the loot fabricators, and then call it a day. 3 routers in total for 1 matrix. 1 for collecting and distributing the prediction, and 1 for collecting the loot. That makes sense. Let me try to run through something here real quick. I use this here. A couple further here. Go 2 more there. Then we're going to run power underneath. How far I gotta go? Jeez. Like that. And then I'm also going to put a line of them right here. I'm gonna get rid of the lava farm. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna have to cover that back up real quick. Those two right there. We're gonna run the loot fabricators right here. We're gonna run power for both of these. All right, you know what? Here. Yeah. And can I just come see your setup? Is that fine? And then we could, I could build mine similar, but I'm thinking I'm gonna run it all right here. Bet. Tell me when you're there and I'll just TP to you. But I'm thinking I can do this with routers up top. Maybe. And run it like that. But we'll see. Either way, I need universal cables. Cables? There they are. TP. All right, let's see. Whoa. Hello. Whoa. Shaders look sick here. Oh, we dropping far. We love the mystical agriculture setup. All right, hustle neural networks. Uh-oh. It didn't like something I did. Let's see if it lets us back in. Was it the dragons? Are they getting their revenge? Yes, he did have a lot of the draconic beast set up, you're right. Karma, I fear. No. Just let me in. Are you still in the server? Does it just not like me being there? Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. We'll try one more time. You're still on? So it just doesn't like me. Oh. I might have to do some wacky stuff. Technically, I could TP myself out of there. But at minimum, I'm gonna have to go run look at. Hold up. Hold up. Oh! As soon as I gave up, it just decided to work this time. What? I literally was like, well, gotta go to the server, but okay, all right. So these three routers are working with all of those. Don't open the chest. Yeah. For the record, I didn't open the chest. I just looked at it. Like I looked at it and uh-oh, you left the game now. Welcome back. Okay. So those have white wool. Prediction matrices, generalized and other predictions. So how many can I open the modular routers? I can. Okay. Oh, distributor modules. So that is what's putting all the prediction matrices in there? And how many things can you have each one of those hooked up to? 8? 8 things? Ooh. Say you're sorry to the dragons. Okay. If I use those distributor modules, I'd need 3 of them in a single modular router. But I could distribute to all 20 of the simulation chambers. And then also have one to distribute from my ME system all of the predictions from it. And then just import everything from both to the ME system. That makes sense to me. Okay, all right. That makes a lot of sense. So I will need 2 routers for sending. I may just need 2 in total. I am going to get rid of the soul lava real quick, so I don't accidentally set everything on fire. I can't cover it up. That's going to be pouring everywhere now. Why can't I cover it up? New method. Alrighty, soul lava's taken care of. Next up, can only be picked up. Gotcha. Well, that's good to know. I did not know that. We're definitely going to be putting... You know what? Not really where I want them, though. 1, 2, 3. I think that should do the trick. And then we need to make some of those... I didn't even know those existed. The distributor modules. These guys. Oh, got it. Okay, so let's make pattern for those. And I think I'm going to need 6 of them total. So I already have 1, so 5. And then I think split it 3 and 3. But I also have to do each one of them individually. Eight for that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for that one. And then this one should just get the last 4. And then I take that and we're going to put those in there. Then we're going to do the same for these here. And then I just have to set up the ME side of this. Six, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So what I'm thinking is that if I get the speed and stack upgrades for that. Nope. Go back. That. Make me a bunch. Actually, I don't. There's just 3. That'll be plenty. So here are my thoughts. From the ME system, we're going to tell it using an export bus that anytime I have prediction matrices, they should go into here. And then we're also going to tell it to send out those prediction matrices to all of these things. And then I think on these, I'm going to have, I could do import buses. That's going to be so many channels though. But I think we're going to have one router. Is there a way to pick up from multiple, or is there like the distributor one, but for pulling in? Because that would be ideal. At modular. So kind of like the distributor, but the opposite. Because otherwise I'm going to need you can switch it to pull in. So I can just get another 6. Sweet. Okay. Start it. So if I come in here, transfer out, transfer in. Excellent. Okay, so now that's so good to know. Thank you so much. This is honestly, this is going to be so much of a better setup. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Don't even need the last one. So this one, like all of those, this should all be set to transfer into router. So they'll go into the buffer. And I need the stack upgrades. Bunch of those. Stack upgrades. And then what we're going to do, be a little bigger. I'm going to have a sender module. Maybe. So the only thing I need to do is make this one interface. Well, they all kind of have to interface with the ME system. Kind of, right? Unless I just... We're going to use pipes. I'm going to do it. It's just going to happen. I apologize, but it's going to happen. Pipes. And it's going to go out of there. So this is the one that's going to send out the... What are they called? Prediction matrices. And I'm going to use that. Do that doing an ender chest. And we're going to do that with... How much black dye do I have? 3? Perfect. It'll work for this one. All right, so there's that. And then I need a pipe wrench. And an upgrade. That. Pipes. That. This. And then add the upgrade. And then that should be fine. So then I just have to get all of the prediction matrices into that color ender chest. Bingo. Can do that. When did they add the ender storage mod? Last version, I think it was 2.17? Something like that. They added it there. So next, this one distributes to all of the others. So it's going to need the ender predictions. Is that what they're called? Let's make another ender chest. Ender chest. Make me 10. And this one, use... we could use red. Red dye on just the middle. And this is going to be ender predictions. I'll add another pipe here. This is going to be our import into our system, right? So then I'll set that there. What color do we use for that? White, blue, blue. All right, white. I need blue dye. Good morning. How's it going? Blue dye. There and there. I think I have this set up correctly. I do need to make sure that I have all of these working right. So this last one is going to need to pull from the router. And then all three of them are going to need speed upgrades. those two. And then this one is pulling from the chest as well. So that will get this one. Recently came across your ATM10 video. I do appreciate it. I'm glad you appreciate them. Thank you very much for saying that. Glad that they are helpful. Okay, so next, all I have to do is get 2 export buses. How many channels I got left on this thing? 2. We could do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Also, I gotta run the power for those things. Let's just go. Let's work on the power real quick. Grab. Where's my builder guy? Here you go. Grab one of those. And then we're gonna jump down in here. Make sure there's a block right at the end of this side, actually, because that'll be easier. Right there. Nope, I need to go one back. If I update versions, will it bork my save? I have not had it break one yet. I'm not going to guarantee that it won't because I don't know. I want this one lower for sure. Because I don't know that it won't for sure, but it has not for me yet. And then that, we'll place it all down all the way here to the end. God, it does that. All of them? Sweet. And now I'm stuck. But go right there. Awesome. Okay, power's run. Let's grab that. Fix the floors real quick. Turn that off. I hate that several things have the same keybinds. It gets so confusing sometimes for what I need to do and what's going wrong. But everything has power. I think we just have to go set up the other 2 things over here. I'm going to grab ME glass cables. ME, what's the best way to set up growth accelerators on a block of Certus quartz? I don't know if there's necessarily a per se best way. I can show you how I did it and it worked really well. This is my setup for intro crystals and for blocks of Certus quartz. I put them on the 4 on the sides. Then I'd stand here in the middle and as they'd grow, I'd just break them. That's a lot, but these growth accelerators, once you have them automated with the crystal seeds and everything, pretty simple. And it was easy enough just to run the cable around the bottom or around the outside. But you can do just one if you want, and it'll grow just fine. This grows ridiculously fast. You don't need this many growth accelerators. You could do it with like a quarter or half of this and it'd be just fine. That's just what I did. And I did it because I did it later on. I'm trying to get to the point of making Certus quartz seeds. Gotcha. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. And once you have those, everything else is so much easier in AE2. I need an export bus, which apparently I got to make a pattern for. I need 2 of these. Along with acceleration cards. And then I will need to see what our patterns are for this. So not that. Over white, red, white, and then triple black. Easy enough. How am I going to set this on that? I'm going to have to set it against something on the back of it, aren't I? There we go. There we go. Break that. And then I need red dye, which I already have. Black. black dye. Should have dye essence. Nope, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to switch it to black. And then this needs to be black, black, black. And then this one here needs to be white, red, white. Then I need to get acceleration cards. I've got them maxed out into each. And I need the export bus for prediction matrices. Gonna put a whole bunch of them into there. Perfect. That should send them all out. It's pulled back in, and then I think I have to wait until I get some of the predictions back. How many are we full? Don't tell me I did this wrong. I don't think I did. Simulation chamber. So it's set to put them in the simulation chamber. What did I do wrong? I feel like I must have done something wrong. It's got prediction matrices in it. Do they need a whitelist so it knows what to send? Are these not accepting? That would be it. That would be it. It would be me being dumb. Once again. John being dumb is the reason it's not working. Looky there how when we put one of these models in, they just show up. But not before. Alright, put all that back. We will get these next two emptied out. This was a much more elegant way to automate this than what I did before. It also looks cooler and has a lot fewer pipes being used. Okay, so we got this one, right? No, we did not. Did we get this one? 3, 4. All right, those two are done. Should be the last two. Got one. All right. So once we figured out all the issues with me being dumb, it seems like that worked pretty easily. So all these are going in here. Surely we'll get some successes here pretty quickly. How much power did that take? That's not that bad at all. So the only thing I'm waiting for is I need some Ender Dragon predictions. I've got them. So that I can tell this guy that that's what it needs to put in here. Export those to here. Then this should send all of those out to these at some point. Yes, and then I can select Dragon's Breath. I'm going to go through and I'm going to put one in each of these so I can just go ahead and pre-select it. Thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Not dumb, call it a lack of caffeine. You know what? Honestly, not a bad point. That one, this one in here. Got that one. And then eventually all of these should become self-aware after a while. It does look so much more clean than this, which is my Piglich one. Kinda makes me want to switch that one up. All right, there's that. It's going in round robin fashion. I don't think until these guys get pretty accurate that it's going to have enough to do all of this, but we'll see. Why is it not keeping them all full? Is it waiting till it can put a bigger stack in there? So if I don't have the stack upgrades, it's probably better? Is that what we're thinking? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because if it doesn't have the stack upgrades in there, then it just keeps it all at 64. But that's so many more particles. Yeah, that would get all the way down to nothing. So let's do 2. So when it'll put 4 in. That's a much better amount. It'll go down a little, but not a lot. And I gotta get all this stuff out of my inventory. It is a gigantic mess right now. Move a couple of these things back around a little bit. Don't need or want that. Where's my builder tool? I like keeping that one on me. Okay, so that eventually should get us 20 self-aware Ender Dragon models. And it also should get us a whole ton of Dragon's Breath. I was literally just thinking that. And I kind of wonder, because the chunks shouldn't be loaded right now. So I wonder if they're going to, because they shouldn't, the ticks shouldn't have kept going after I killed that last Ender Dragon and came back. I'm not too worried about it. But before I get too far, I'm going to automate honey. Because otherwise, I don't think it's going to work well. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Honey block with 4 of those. And I need 4 of the honey things. 4 of... That's crystallized honey. Where's the other thing? That. I've never tried bees before. Looking forward to it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I've done it before. Not the biggest fan of it. I'm going to need 8 honey bottles and 8 honeycombs. That is honestly a fantastic suggestion. How do you get into the Bumble Zone again? Honey Compass bee variant. That's none of that. Ender Pearl into a beehive. Any beehive? I'll do it. Enter. All right. We're saying that's the way. I've seen some combs and some bottles of honey. I think it's a regular one. Okay, got you. Easy money. How about finding a beehive? Any tips or tricks on that? There's a compass to finding beehives? Oh, that's a different thing. Straight to jail. Got you. Okay, okay. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. I have a waste on there if you want. Yeah, absolutely. So much easier. Well, how come every time I'm right next to you, it crashes out? It's so inconvenient. Like a locator? Okay. I have to feed the baby. What do I feed them? Honey treats? Here we go. All right, I'm back in. There's that waystone. Okay, do I have to TP to you again? TP. Yeah, let's do this. Got it. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Can I steal some of these honeycomb blocks? Where am I going to get the honey from? B zone. You can also get bones, but if you steal jail. Now, when we say jail, what exactly do we mean by this? Also, somebody tell me real quick what I need to do. We got buckets and bottles. Okay. Bottles. I've got bottles. I can get bottles, honey. And then I also need... Why is there a web? Can I break this? I don't want to break that. Sugar water. So this is what I need to feed them? Okay. And then I can steal from them? And how do I steal from them? What am I doing? Those look like normal glowing cone blocks. Keep feeding. Oh, do they just give me stuff? Is that what we're saying? If I keep feeding them this, they're just gonna keep giving me stuff? I can steal it now. Once you get protection of the hive, you're good to do whatever you need. Okay, so I should have that now. Okay, so... What do these crystals give me? Not honey. Until the timer runs out. Which would be another 47 seconds, which I'm fine with. I get them in a cave. We'll do it. There you go. All right. Oh, there's a lot more here. I see. Okay. So how about honeycombs? I've got 6 out of the 8 honey bottles I need. But honey crystal doesn't seem to be getting me more bottles. That wasn't very nice of it. Decorated pot. Can I just take the honeycomb blocks? Honeycomb blocks. Honeycomb. All right, so I got the honeycomb. I assume I just need to go find some honey and put it in a bottle. We got some sugar water. Cover lots of sugar water. Honey crystal. Oh, honey blocks. Well, okay, that works. I lack protection of the hive. Oopsie whoopsie. All right, well, now we're home, and it doesn't matter. So I can make honey bottles. Doing that. And that's plenty of them. And then I should just have to, yes, make the thing for the seed honey. Seed. No, I want the crafting thing. That. Got it. But I gotta be in this mode first. Throw that in there. I'll just walk it in here because I might as well. And I got to pick one of these to get out. Probably the wood ones. Doesn't really matter. It's all the same. I'm probably not going to make any more of those other seeds anyways. Clear that out. I got to also set up auto crafting for this. Jail? I'm in jail? Is that what we're saying? Because apparently I didn't have the thing for long enough. Maybe like 3 of those. That, oddly enough, checks out. Turn those off for a second. There we go. Oh. Once I have this, we'll make some more bee cages and we'll go back over and we'll actually get our draconic bees because we should be getting a whole ton. Yeah, we've got 4,000 dragon's breath now. So that shouldn't be an issue. 2, 3. And then they do need a home, yes, but we can design and build that later. Growth accelerators and ME glass cables. We're going to dump that in there. Let me up here. Come on, just thank you. Harvest it. Bingo. So I should be getting honey essence now. I can have all the honey things. I needed cages. Have one. Sturdy, I can't craft sturdy bee. Nope, but I can make these ones. Give me a stack of them. We will head back to the end. Then, whoa. That was almost no bueno. So we said this was a time crystal farm? It sure is. My bees. Oh, they're all inhabited. I just need them all to come out. Any way to kick him out of the nest? There we go. What? There's no way. How do I kick these guys out of the nest? Can I out of like natural nests like this? Not letting me right click. You can use a stick to kick them out. Ooh, they only came out during the day. Oh, hey, hold up. My guy. There's one. Means I can get this one going again with some more. Oh, what's that stuff called? Dragon's Breath. And then basically minimize repopulation countdown. So they just come out periodically then, I would assume. The fact that that one came out and went right back in was ridiculous though. Like it sort of felt like it was messing with me a little bit. Hey, what's up guys? Oh, there we go. There we go. That was kind of easy enough. One still got an inhabitant. The rest of them, we're just going to get the cooldown down pretty far. Payback for dragons. I guess so. I mean, I guess. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. All right, we're gonna get a whole bunch of these. Gonna get the repopulation countdown down a lot. Got you. Justin, if you're watching this, you're an idiot. All right, so all we should have to do is get a whole bunch of these and then set up a little farm for it, and we should get all the draconic chunks that we need, right? I would think. But we're probably going to need a ton of it if we want the Starry Bee. How many of these should I really be looking at getting? So I'm feeling like I've got a solid number of them. As your heart desires, but keep in mind you can only have 5 per hive. I mean, that makes sense. I don't know if that limitation necessarily deters me from getting more. But if I want to have several maxed out hives, I should get multiples of 5. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. What if we did 5 hives of 5, so 25, so that would be 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's going to be quite a bit. 3. Five hives of 5 seem like enough, maybe? 18. 19. Need this dragon's breath for anything else, or am I fine just going to town on these guys? Yeah, I agree. I agree. That makes sense. All right, so 18, 19. I just have to fill up the rest of my inventory. That's it. That's all I gotta do. Well, I don't know if you're supposed to use it for anything else. Like, I don't know if it's going to be needed as a crafting ingredient for anything else for the star. So if I'm wasting it all right now, I'd like to know. I don't remember exactly how it works. I know it has something to do with the wireless universal transfer and the magnet card. Oh, am I full? Do I have too many? I might have too many. Put that guy back in there. But it is an option in here somewhere. Wireless terminal, restock. It's this restock thing right here. If you have restock off, then it's just what you have. You have restock on, then it shows whatever's on your hotbar is how much you actually have. All right, so we got a lot of draconic bees. And yeah, we got all of them out of there. Sweet. Okay, so we'll slash home. I am going to offline work on it, creating a place and a home for these. strongly considering making it right here because I feel like it's a decent space for it. We're going to make it thematic. We're actually going to make it look pretty. But for now, I've been streaming for a little over 3 hours. I'm going to call it there so I can go get some other stuff done. Got some people coming over. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Automating all this R stuff was incredible. And automating all of the stuff for the fabricators and the hostile neural network stuff was also sick. We're going to see how many bees we do. I'm not sure because I don't necessarily need a lot of them. There's a couple like the prosperity bee and a few of the other ones that you can't use mystical agriculture for that we might set that up for. But we're definitely going to do it at least for the draconic bees because I know you have to have a lot of those. So, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys next time. Bye.